I'm a physician in Pittsfield. I work at Family Practice Associates on Elm Street, and I've been here since 2005. And I'm actually the volunteer medical director for the Nutrition Center. I asked Peter, who is the director of the Nutrition Center, if I could become involved because I was so excited about what they do and what they offer, and because the need is so great. When I graduated from medical school, I had no intention of focusing on nutrition. You know, it's not taught particularly, and it wasn't a particular interest of mine. But I can tell you that after practicing for 10 years, I am amazed and struck by how lifestyle, and in particular food, is really behind the public health crisis that we're facing right now. And I don't want to bore you with a lot of statistics, but just as a framework, and these are national statistics, and I can tell you that Pittsfield is a little bit worse. But we have greater than 30% of all adults are obese. Greater than 34% of all adults have what we call metabolic syndrome, which is a precursor to the development of hypertension, coronary artery disease, and diabetes. Okay, so that's more than a third of adults in this country already have this disorder, which then leads to the development of serious health disorders. In 2010, more than a quarter of older Americans, so over the age of 60, already had diabetes. So this is just an incredible health crisis that we're in, and it's not abstract. You know, when you're working with people who have a debilitating disease, it affects happiness, it affects employment, it affects the family structure. And so that's what really made me more of a food activist over the last several years. And the reason that I find the Nutrition Center's work so exciting is because I think for a long time we have hoped that the medical establishment would address these issues. And I can tell you, as a practicing primary care provider, that we do not have the tools or the time or the support. Okay? We have like 10 or 15 minutes to talk with people about health problems, and mood and family and medications and all of these things, and it's just not enough time, even for someone who cares, like myself, to get into it. So when I found out about the nutritional counseling, I said, this is wonderful, and I will start sending my patients to you, children and adults alike, because it's so important to have the time to really discuss these. When I found out about the cooking classes, it was even more exciting, because advice, I'm sure this won't be shocking for people, advice is not really what helps motivate people to change. You know, experiences, and especially a positive experience. And a cooking class really brings the joy back to food. You know, so when somebody has a chronic health disease or condition where they know that food has been part of the problem, it really starts to make the process around food less enjoyable. And it also brings in a whole host of other skills and important processes, especially with a low-income population, which is who we're working with in Pittsfield, that are really important.
And that was a nice presentation. I appreciate your bidding. Thanks.
Well, we really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.